Blue on Black guitar lesson, mic check, 1 2 for vocals, 1 2 1 2, guitar check. Alright, if you found your way to this video, you probably already know that was Blue on Black by Shephard. So we're going to go over how to play it. It's a pretty easy song, especially if you're learning now, like starting out how to play, all that good stuff. This is the lesson for you. So basically, this whole song is centered around 4 chords, 3 chords. There's a 4th chord in the chorus, and a variation of one of the other chords that we're going to use, but we'll go over that in a minute. So the main chords that you're going to use, you're using a D, this C add 9, and then a G chord. Alright, so the biggest part in all of those, what I like to do, as I just played those just now, I was using the bottom E string. Okay, we're going to muffle that. So we're not actually going to play that bottom E string, and it's going to kind of let it sound a little chunkier. So on the D, when you're going to come into that chord and you play that, you're also going to use your A string open. So you're using 4 strings on this D chord, and it is open A, open D, 2 on the G, and 3 on the B. Alright, when you come into that, you're going to hammer on that 2 onto your G string. So you're going to actually play starting at your A string and working down. Open, 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 3 on the B. Alright, so it's going to go. Alright, so when you start that out, you're going to hit. And you can kind of, if you've watched my videos, you know I don't get too caught up on like strumming pattern and exact playing, because this is just the rhythm kind of guitar chord progression, and it doesn't have to be played some exact perfect way, and they don't play it that way when they play it. Shephard and his band don't play it that way. So just come in and do that hammer on. And I like to kind of hit that strumming pattern. So you're going to do that a few times in there, and you can kind of get the feel for it. Listen to the song. If you want to play it exactly like him, you can listen to the studio track and you know, match it up. But basically, you're just kind of playing with that hammer on. Okay. So he does like 3 of them. I'm using my thumb to muffle that big E string, and I'm using my ring finger down here to muffle the little E string. Alright. And now we're going to go to that C add 9. A lot of people call it a church C. Same thing, muffle the little E with your ring finger. And you're going to do a little walk up on the A string. So you're going to go open, 2, 3. Alright, so from your D chord. D string, then you're going to play that G chord, which is your middle finger goes 3rd fret on the E, on the big E, and it is also laying across your A string and muffling that. Okay, so all together you got. to come straight from the C to the G. You kind of play it open. Right there, you kind of hit your. It sounds ugly if you let it ride out, but you kind of let that little break happen in there, and then you can go back to. So. That's the song right there. That's pretty much the whole song, except for one little part in the chorus that we're going to go over now. Alright, so let's say we get to the chorus. And now, when I get to the chorus, I like to play the first two measures kind of about the same way that you do through the verses, how we just talked about. So the chorus, we're going to go, tears on the river, push on the shore, and it don't mean much. Joking on Jack, match on the fire, ice, it's a dead man's touch. And now I'm going to play the full chords. I'm going to use that bottom E string. Whisper on the screen, and it doesn't change a thing. Alright, and then you're going to go to this A chord. And all I did right there was, if you know those chords, your D, your C, and your G. On the D chord, I'm just adding the second fret on the bottom E. On the C chord, I'm adding the third fret on the bottom E. And again on the G chord, the third fret on the bottom E. So instead of... I left that part out. He does do like a little hammer on right there on this from open to 2 on the A string as he's coming like back around to the D chord while you're in the verses. So let's go over that real quick. In the chorus as well, he'll do that. I don't know if he does it every single time, but that's definitely in there, and it's like a consistent part of the song, of the chord progression. All right, so back into the chorus, he goes, blue on black, tears on the river, push on the shore, and it don't mean much. Joker on Jack, match on the fire. This A chord, and what I like to do, some people will play it like this with their fingers in here, but I don't know, I don't have fat fingers, but they ain't fitting in that. So I like to use my pinky, my ring finger, and my middle finger. So working down from your little E string, your little E stays open, your B string is 2 on the second fret, G string is the second fret with your ring finger, and then your D string is the second fret with your middle finger, and then play the A string open. Okay, so that's an A major chord. You can play that with different fingering. You can play that with like just barring your finger across all of them. It's a little harder to get that bottom E string to ring out. Playing it that way, I can't really do it that way very well. I always just play it like this. Anytime I'm playing an A, that's how I play it usually. Unless I'm playing it like a power chord sometimes, if I want to like mess around on the chord. You know, I use just that kind of long power chord. You know, add that. You know what I'm saying. So anyway, so we'll come back into that. He goes, whisper on the screen, and it doesn't change a thing, doesn't bring So he just kind of strums that. Alright, now we're going to use, he may use that same C that he's been using, but I like to use just this regular old C major chord. And then back to the G. So you could do, doesn't bring you back. Into it, but I like to use that just regular C major. Doesn't bring you back. Blue or black. Yeah, blue or black. That didn't sound very good, but anyway. That's it. You know, the song's in the key of D, but you can play around on some like G minor kind of scales and stuff, you know, or not G minor, E minor kind of scales, and it still kind of works on those bottom 3 strings. That's what I do a lot whenever I'm playing that. Especially when it goes back around to the E. That's pretty much it. The last thing I'll add in here, just because I think it sounds good, when you're ending the song, he might end it this way. If he doesn't, I don't know where I picked this up, but I think he does end it this way now that I'm thinking about it. But the last chord that you're gonna hit is gonna be that G when he goes out on the song. And I like to leave all of the strings open rather than, you know, how we started out playing the G chord with no bottom E string. You just muted that, but you would play the B string on the 3rd fret. On that last G chord that ends the song, I'll leave that B string open and still not hit the E string. So I'll actually just touch it with my pinky. Yeah, it's like kind of a different sounding G chord. So when you end the song, it's like a good way to end it. Like, I don't know, it just kind of hits and you're like, oh, okay, the song's over. That was cool. That's it. That's Blue on Black by Kenny Wayne Shepherd. Hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what else you want to see. If you liked the video, it'd be awesome if you left a comment, if you shared the video. It'd be really great if you subscribed to the channel and helped me get this thing going. I would love that. So let me know what you thought. See you next time. Thanks.